Tucked into northern Europe is the ultimate Scandinavian energy giant, a nation sitting on an unparalleled quality of life index, insulated by deep glacial walls and pristine ecosystems. The financial engine of this stability is the world's largest sovereign wealth fund. It is a massive reserve built heavily upon the country's aggressive dominance in North Sea oil and gas extraction. Yet, domestically, the streets tell a completely different story. Norway runs nearly 100% of its internal grid on green hydropower, supporting the highest density of electric vehicles anywhere on Earth. But operating within this progressive environmental leadership exposes you to a severe structural reality. Living here requires paying some of the highest day-to-day living premiums on the planet. Gaining access to this hyper-safe, pristine environment requires surrendering nearly half of your professional revenue to the state. We have to ask, at what point does the price tag outweigh the paradise? To understand the Norwegian lifestyle markup, we have to look at the labor floor. The state actually operates without a single statutory national minimum wage. Instead, powerful cross-sector collective bargaining agreements protect worker compensation. The national average monthly salary for professional roles routinely clears $5,100. This chart illustrates a high-tier tech salary of 85,000 krona. Before that money ever reaches a bank account, progressive income tax grids trigger an instant deduction of between 34 and 43%. That remaining net income is then subjected to a brutal daily cost structure. A modernized one-bedroom apartment in central Oslo regularly commands $2,300 a month. A standard dinner at a mid-tier restaurant removes another $120 per person. This intense lifestyle markup consistently ranks Norway among the top 5 most expensive nations globally. The economic grid is explicitly designed to guarantee a flawless baseline of living for the entire population. In exchange, the system aggressively prevents extreme individual wealth accumulation through heavy taxation and hyperinflated daily costs. What citizens receive for that massive tax burden is structural peace. Violent crime is virtually absent, allowing solo individuals to walk through any urban park at 3 in the morning with total peace of mind. The energy infrastructure powering this lifestyle is entirely renewable and extracted directly from the region's vast river networks. This total security enables the cultural philosophy of friluftsliv, or open-air life. Corporate executives and citizens alike unconditionally protect their weekends to cross-country ski and disconnect from labor. The national culinary fuel reflects these cold-climate agricultural roots. The undisputed staple is Farikal, a rich, slow-simmered winter stew built from layers of tender mutton, cabbage, and whole black peppercorns. These high taxes pay for green infrastructure, but they also secure absolute societal peace of mind and the structural time to exist outside of corporate labor. Entering this ecosystem requires navigating strict geographical borders. Mainland Norway strictly aligns with the Schengen area, limiting Western passport holders to a 90-day window and requiring standard tourist visas for many other nationalities. For independent remote workers targeting the 2026 professional route, access is blocked by an intense financial filter. Applicants must prove an annual income floor of at least 35,000 euros and hold a verified contract with a local Norwegian client. But there is a massive geographical loophole. Far to the north lies the remote Arctic archipelago of Svalbard. Under a unique international treaty, citizens of any nationality on Earth can move to this frozen wilderness and work completely visa-free forever, provided they can financially support themselves in the harsh conditions. The government filters out lower-income expats to protect the economic equilibrium of the mainland. If you want open borders, Norway offers them exclusively in its most unforgiving territory. Norway operates as a meticulously engineered socio-economic ecosystem. It thrives on a grand paradox, building immense offshore wealth by extracting fossil fuels while operating a flawless green energy haven onshore. The final question is clear. Is base-aligning your workspace in this flawless Scandinavian kingdom worth sacrificing half your income and paying double for your daily existence? Let us know your verdict down in the comments. Is this structural trade-off the definition of a true utopia or an elaborate economic trap? Next stop, Oman. We leave the frozen fjords to decode the wealthy desert oasis and ancient maritime sultanate of the Middle East. Subscribe to stay real.